So let's talk about the fourth and final fundamental in this game, which is ball position. Okay, and I'm going to share with you two popular methods for proper ball position. Now the first one, we are going to move this golf ball in our stance as the club changes. So for instance, let's say our wedge all the way up to our 7-iron. We're going to have a middle ball position, okay? As that club lengthens, let's say we get into our 6-iron all the way up to our hybrids, we're going to have a ball position that's one ball forward of middle. As that club lengthens once again, maybe up into our fairway woods, that golf ball is going to be two balls forward of middle. And again, I've backed away and I've widened up my stance a little bit. And then of course that driver, let's always go ahead and be consistent with that driver. Let's play it off the inside portion of your front heel. Okay, so a very popular method right there for getting proper ball position. Now the other one is a method where the golf ball never changes its relationship to the inside portion of our front heel. Okay, so for instance, if I'm hitting a wedge, I'm going to have that golf ball maybe 3 to 4 inches off of my front heel. And my base now is relatively narrow, okay? So from your perspective, that would look like a very middle ball position. Now, as the club lengthens, this relationship to my front heel never changes, but the stance width changes, okay? So now here I am maybe into a longer iron. All right, so from your perspective, once again, that would look like I've moved that ball forward in my stance, where actually it has not changed its relationship to my front foot. It's just my back foot has been widened. All right, and that would hold true all the way up into the fairway woods where we have a wider base. Okay, I've backed off of it a little bit, but this 4 to 3 inches has not changed. But the driver will always be unique. Let's go ahead and play that driver off the inside portion of your front heel. Okay, so no matter which method you use to get proper ball position, we can have a little process here for doing the correct thing every time. All right, and that's going to be one where I'm going to be asking you always to start behind the ball, right? We have our target out in front of us. We are picking out an intermediate spot that's in line with our golf ball and our target. We're getting our good lead hand on that grip before we walk into the shot. Once we have our intermediate target, we're coming into the shot. We're presenting that club to the back of the golf ball in line with your target line. And you're going to start with your feet together. Okay, with your feet together, you can properly judge how much you step left and right, therefore getting the ball position where you actually want it. Okay, so if I wanted it in the middle of my stance, I would be stepping equally left foot, right foot. If I wanted it a little bit more forward, maybe a small step forward and a larger step back. And if I'm of the school of thought that wants to have a very consistent ball position always to my front foot, then I can step 3 to 4 inches off, and then I can just gauge how much I step off with my back foot. And of course, with that driver, ball's in the middle, and then one big step back with our right foot. Okay, so there's a nice little system for getting your ball position where you want it. And remember, it's crucial to have proper ball position because we, in this game, when that golf ball is on the ground, we are trying to catch ball first, turf second. So we are controlling the bottom of the arc or the low point of this golf swing. And ball position is a very important factor in that. Okay, so once again, fundamentals of golf. We have our grip, we have our alignment, we have our posture, and this was the fundamental of ball position.